had a conversation about what we could do a bit differently. I think, you know, we get a lot of attention and a lot of photos for these stationary sort of pop-ups, but I think we also get a lot of questions like, what do those colored flags that there mean? Which is an opportunity for conversation, but we thought this year it would be nice to get some community participation and really host an event that could really be seen. So we really want to just thank everyone for coming out, taking time out of their day, and braving the cold weather, and really showing people that you all care. I'm going to share a couple of statistics that I cannot memorize. That way you can really feel and see how homelessness impacts folks in NEK. It often goes unnoticed because of how rural and sparse we are. But in our most recent count, there were 257 individuals experiencing homelessness throughout the Northeast Kingdom. This included 71 children, 37 individuals, and over the age of 55, and 65 folks with disabilities. So as you can see, it certainly doesn't discriminate. It impacts people of the entire age range and very demographics. I'm going to invite Gina, Amy, and Alana, and Casey to share a few words that they'd like about their experiences.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm a personnel leader in our scattered site shelter, transitional shelter. In fact, that my boss just changed the name on me, but I have 5 shelters in Newport that I oversee. Gina helps case manage them with me. They're for families, and you know, we just try to help them get permanent housing, help get identifying documents, income, reach up, anything, you know. We work at NECA, so we are involved in food shelf, and we meet a lot of people there as well. And that's how we really get to know our participants in our community, is we are out there stalking like crazy. And we build relationships and bonds with our members. And we have built relationships and bonds with Alana and Casey. And
my name is Alana, and it's not easy, but I want to help, or anybody, okay, are a very good thing to have. And if I didn't have any or Gina, I probably wouldn't be here today. So it's appreciated to have that you it's thrown a lot of people. It's rough.
As Amy mentioned, I am Gina, the other half of the dynamic duo of housing at NECA. I've been at NECA 9 years altogether, and I've been in housing for about 7 of that, but as one of our volunteers, and we were able to get Alana some propane. She wasn't even aware the program existed for that, and we were able to, via funding donations.
I'd probably freeze this weekend if it wasn't for you guys.
And we were able to get Alana and some others that are where live where she does. There's a few of them that kind of live in separate dwellings next to each other. So
We whether with us until they are able to get outside breathing. I don't want to see anybody starving. I'd like to be able to help out and put more of an awareness out there so people know they're scared or ashamed.
You know what, the good thing is Alana's one of those rare gems that it doesn't matter what's happening around her, she's always smiling, very
Right.
positive, appreciate her. Briefly, then you can, glad he's back up here and take it
I
away.
am Casey. I've been homeless since I was 13. Um, from New York City. My dad was a ski instructor. He had really wealthy clients. I'm from Wilmington. It's a small town. People were jealous of the opportunities he would get and the life he got to live, being funny and smart and not from here. So these multi-generational Vermont families, seeing him get the opportunities they probably dreamed of as kids. One day they ripped me and my dad out of the car when I was 9 and they beat him until he couldn't function, and now he wanders around drunk with his cats, drunk. We lost everything. They burned our house down. And then I became homeless just eventually. He couldn't do it. He would bottle things up, whip me around by my leg and just slam me into walls and shit, throw me out the house because he thinks that they're still trying to get him, and he still calls me, run, and whatever they made him say when I was 9, I can barely remember it. So then I went into shelters. I've been pretty much everywhere in the state now. I did graduate with like a high GPA, but I was couch surfing. Pretty much everyone. I started out with is dead. I've seen a lot of kids get jumped, kidnapped, raped, killed. They're gone. Kids I tried to save in DCF. I think there's like out of hundreds, there's like a handful left. I don't know where most of them are. Sometimes I'll see them sometimes, but they're not anywhere anyone would want to be. But I got a degree, homeless, in music, and then I started kind of like my dad, where I wasn't from the area. I was traveling around. I thought, I was young and wanted to go on an adventure. And so I'd go into small towns and get jumped and get my car stolen. Got a couple brain injuries from that, where I had like Timberland boots on and a chain, and I go into a small town and they think I'm dealing drugs, and then police show up, throw me on the ground, mace me, put me in jail for days, don't wash my eyes, and now I look like this because I literally can't see your guys' faces because I was in jail for 3 days because of a false police report, and they just tackled me, and it was just me walking down the street, and they knew I lived in a tent. 2022, from then on, I've been traveling again, and it just gets worse and worse. Every town I go to, you think it'd bring out like people that help, but everybody's looking for a reason. Whatever they got going on inside, we're a target. For whatever, I've seen kids that run away from home go into like an abandoned building. People go in there, rape them, throw them out the top floor. I've seen a lot of terrible stuff, and most of it happens by police, coincidentally. They're kind of like the guard dogs for the towns. So people see, and I've been to pretty much every town in Vermont now. I can tell you which cops rape homeless women. But there's nothing wrong with not wanting to pay rent. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to spend all your time throwing it back into a system just to get nothing from it. And wanting to see how people, how much would I have to work, 2 years, maybe, full time to be able to get something close to being able to see this every day. And I live in the car, and I've been here 2 days, and I already had my life in danger, literally I think 26 hours ago or something. And someone came at me, and then I tried to get away, and then I got stuck. And then I got to get a tow, which took all my money, so now I can't get the wheel bearing, which means I can't get to work, so now I'm kind of back in this survival mode. I have a solution, but I've brought it to everywhere. Newport's the only people that seem interested. I think these two, thanks for reiterating, I just met you. But these guys in Randolph, and maybe Brenna at CVOE are the only people in the state that I think care that it's not a paycheck. I went to speak at the homeless conference in Burlington, and nobody had anything to say about any homeless people. Nobody had anything to say about how to fix the homeless crisis. I've never seen anybody with a bullet point list of every single situation a homeless person goes through and every single solution that can fix that problem. I don't see a systematic change. I see a lot of people kind of just pushing people along. And homeless people are the hardest working people I've met in my life. They've been through so much that it kind of grows. The world that they can't find suffering grows inside them, and they have so much value to offer. But society keeps them trapped. They keep them in this cycle of perpetual suffering, cornering them like an animal. and then punishing them when they act like one. And it's just not the way. I think the simplest thing would be to build them wagons with a tent to eliminate campsites, like a rickshaw that you can fold up and carry on the bus. Phil Scott said he gave us $400 million. I've never seen that go to any homeless person. I don't know where it went. I was in a couple of the motel programs sometimes, like I had a 106-degree fever. I was dying, and I hid behind a capstone to try to live, and they waited till I was dead, and then they called the police to remove my corpse. So I woke up to Mooresville PD kicking me in the face, spitting on me, thinking I'm dead. Took that to Johnson, and then I tried to get a job everywhere in Johnson, and then the select board sent the police to just bring me to the edge of town and then drop me off. And I was there to get a job. But as soon as someone gave me an opportunity shoveling, I killed that shit. I'll go 16 hours a day, and I love it, but I can't have a boss. If I feel like all the stuff that took my dignity, and that's the big thing, I don't know if you want to speak about it, but the thing is here is that people took something from us inside that we can't find. It's gone. The little boy when I was 13, I can't find him, man. and I'll listen to music, and I'll try to go back through my memories and find out who I was before this, and it's gone. It's just an emptiness here. There's nothing. And I watch it happen to runaways all the time. I watch people that know that little kid inside, and they love to kill it. They love to rape those kids, you know? And I've seen some programs that are doing it, where you hear about they're gonna pay this girl that's a runaway to go sleep with their friends, and then I bring it to a program director, and I'm no longer eligible for any programs in that area. So I know it happens everywhere. It happens here too. I don't think it happens in the retreat, but it happens up north, where we get taken advantage of. We have targets on our backs. We're like a resource, and they destroy us, and then we can't function. We can do great things, but they don't acknowledge the things that have happened to us, and they punish us for it. I don't know if you guys have been on Facebook recently, but if you go to any Facebook group, you can find pretty easily, just like every 3 posts, there's somebody encouraging somebody hurt a homeless person somewhere. You know, especially Central Vermont 911, where they post tent locations and they brag about sticking their dog on people. They brag about false police reports. They brag about getting together in Brattleboro and killing an immigrant. Last year, they had a whole cop show where they would film a police interaction with a homeless person, and then they instigate a disorderly conduct by just poking a bear, and then we go stop, and then that's a disorderly. Then they arrest him, then they pull on his hair or do something to trigger his PTSD. Then he lifts his arms, and then I see him pick him up, suplex him on the ground, curb stop all his teeth out. I saw them pick up a homeless woman who was mad. Somebody asked her how much for a blowjob. Pardon my French. So I didn't see if there was any kids in the room because I can't see. And they whipped her on the ground, used, essayed her, and then on camera, laughing about it. I've seen people whip children around until their bosom fell out of the tank top, and they hold her up to the camera on that cop show. It got thousands and thousands of views, and then my little brother woke up one morning, who was 22, and said that God told him he was going to die. Took him in for psychosis. He was like, I calmed down, it's fine. Then on the steps of the hospital in Brattleboro, he falls and hits his head. 8 a.m. in the morning, all of the town folk are driving to work. He's crawling, half conscious, and he dies frozen to death on Main Street. And 8 o'clock in the morning, I find out in Montpelier, because somebody posts his body saying another junkie getting what he deserves. So I don't know why this is happening. It seems so easy to fix. You just go up to the people and be like, how are you doing? What do you need?
Simple act of kindness. Yeah.
Kindness is like, you go through so much that builds up and you lose it. And then when you find it again, all the bad that everyone does to you, as soon as one simple act of unconditional love, it's like lighting the candle again and you're back. And you can go, it's like jump starts you, and you can go for however long it takes, really, until you lose it again. But I don't know, it's hard to not see you guys as the enemy. I know you guys aren't, but it's hard to walk around a town block and not expect someone out the window is going to call and then play telephone with their cousin, and then their cousin's going to know where I stay at night, and that whole time I'm trying to fix all the stuff that happened the day previously, and I have to get up and go do this, and the culture that traumatized us won't hire us because we're traumatized, basically. And it's not that we can't work, it's that we can't work and we don't want to contribute to the people that hurt us. Every one of us, every homeless person I've ever met is an extremely hard worker that wants to contribute to something greater than themselves. They want to do something, they don't have the tools to do it, and I think that's to have all of this without the responsibility of suffering for nothing, suffering in a different way, you know. I think that a lot of people would stop paying rent, so they have to destroy us, not be allowed for us to just leave our boxes to go hang out outside with each other, because the people on Facebook that want to beat us into getting a job are losers. The only other solution I have is all the shit, sorry for the swearing, all the stuff that I've been through, and I'm talking like since I was 13 years old, where I would get up and I would just go to the bitter end. I'd have these goals I'm really trying to make, because I know if I can create my way out of this situation, I can find a way to save everyone that I've seen on this long road. I would have them all on my back, and I'm fighting through -60, trying to find a piece of land for them, to get everybody else out of their situation. And that's all I do, that's all I fight for. That's the reason I'm not having killed myself, is because there are people that are still alive that can't get up. The point was, is eventually it got so bad I had to hide in the woods because people were trying to rape and kill me all the time. In a small town I broke down in, and people wouldn't hire me because I won a fight against a guy who was like a local kid that came at me because he thought I was ruining the town and taking his tax money. And I won, and then they wouldn't hire me anywhere. People had like gun to my head while I'm asleep, ruining my car, stole it from me. So I eventually went out and hid in the woods, starving to death, can't do anything. I'm just on the ground out in the forest. Wake up and a robin built a little nest above me. I'm scaring away the blue jays and the crows. They don't want to come because they don't know what I am. So the robins and I build a relationship. One day I wake up starving to death, and the robin has brought me a little worm. Swear to God. And I named it Vivek Robin Swami. And we hung out for like 6 months out in the woods. Being able to be safe, far away from this, far away from social conditioning, survival mode, constant dominance, hierarchies in the ecosystem, and being able to just sit with yourself in nature, with the sun, by yourself, and know that nobody's coming to get you, was the only thing that got me able to like see where I was at and actually think about things for once and process what I've been through.
Sorry.
It's all good.
My boss.
So, yeah, the best thing you guys could do to help us is help us get a sanctuary where people like me, it's like the game of what, to a homestead, to a car, to DoorDash, to a job. If we can get there and just opening up as many avenues for it as possible, and I'm working with the mayor here about building a wagon for people to eliminate campsites entirely so we're not taking trash from Walmart and throwing it on the ground. Other than that, we just need, I think, just to lay out in the woods and be safe, and I think that'll solve a lot of this. Because we're not picky. We don't need homes.
No.
Kids, I mean, I don't think a kid should be out here, but most of us really just want to feel safe enough to think so that we can get the clarity to make better decisions. They don't let us have that anymore, so we run around with our heads cut off, fighting for survival, and we escape. I don't, but pretty much everyone else I know escapes into a drug and lives in a world that doesn't exist because the one out here is terrifying. And maybe one day we can get that world.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth taking the risk. But the awareness out there, and hopefully people will actually listen and like he said, most people.
It's also come along with it, and even just our hotel programs, they don't have stoves to cook on, and
Washing machine.
For these solutions, or is this just like a
This is, like many of the people here are involved in, a home, like hospital. Not taking all of them choice, I know you said no, you said yes. So there's probably, you said yes. So there's probably different people who here is somebody hurting you because you're experiencing the experience that you have. If I said that right, that's how.
I got you. The first thing is, the question you asked is why haven't we gone to, you said a housing coalition? Is that like Section 8? Is that?
No, I'm just asking if it's something that you'd be interested in doing. We're a committee that meets on a regular basis, so every year. Experiencing it gives us a better idea of where to start, what to focus on, what the priorities would be.
Community action helped. These community programs are just people that listen. So wherever you go through, you go in and talk to them, and you can vent, and they listen. So then I'm less likely to throw a Molotov into somebody's house if I can come here and say, I can't believe they're treating me this way. Do you know how easy it would be to throw a Molotov through their window or put a crossbow bolt through their kid's head on the bus? Why did they kick my teeth in while I was asleep? They said fuck around and find out by living on the ground, It gets you mad. I wouldn't do it, but I'm glad that I have people that listen, Instead of, it kind of alleviates the separation that we feel between us and the other side of the picket fence. The reason I don't go to any programs like this, I went directly to the mayor, is because everyone just kind of, it's just a series of being kicked down the road. It's like, there's nothing we can do, there's nothing we can do. People also have their own stuff. It's hard to give 100% to anything, especially when they're trying to give 100%. It's better to just go through the faith community. So I go to churches and I ask if I could plug my charger in. I don't know if I can see it. I think it's the other way. There's that giant glowing cross on that hillside over there. So I ran away here from Burlington when I finally got a car. Got a car, Handy's telling me, took it, sold it for themselves, and I'm slowly trying to survive. But I would come here and stay out there. It's really nice hanging out with the deer. So I thought I could come back here and find a place to put a bench press. I also wanted to say Phoenix Gym in Boston is just a workout program where, to answer your question first, I just decided not to talk to anything that isn't religious based because it feels an obvious separation. When you go to the church, even though the people don't have their own stuff, they seem sort of obligated because we're like the one guy in the Bible they say that you should listen to. So when I go there trying to offer solutions and stuff, they seem more interested. So I'm working with churches in Randolph to build public showers. Here, I said, can I be a test run? Or I'm going to, they just weren't there today. Can I be a test run to take that camper out and put a gym there for people so that anyone that wants to work out and get goals that are alternative to chasing drugs, chasing the endorphin high? That's Phoenix Gym in Boston, where hundreds of addicts get together and work out every day. Out of the 4,000 people, they have a 90% success rate in curing a drug the CIA made to be permanently destroying your mind. They made that drug to destroy communities. And they're going to make it effective. So for them to actively heal that drug completely where they're fine and they're normal again just by working out in a group of 100 where they all push each other, and then that camaraderie, you don't want to go get the drug because you don't want to lose the family you never had. So I'm trying to get something like that up here.
Great idea.
Yeah. I don't think I think with $400 million we could have ended homelessness 5 times over if they had just let us have a hand in it.
Actually
I
talk to
agree.
the homeless
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. I don't know whose pocket it went to. Did you guys hear about the Travel Lodge in Brattleboro? You heard about it? I grew up in Brattleboro. I didn't know that guy did that. It was a guy that would go give coffee to the homeless people. He worked at the motel. he'd spike one of the drinks, and then he'd go in the room when they would pass out. So, I mean, I definitely went to motels, and like the one in Morrisville is just a terrible place to be homeless. They're monsters. It's a horrible place. The cops will solicit sexual bribes for bogus charges. And because I have long hair, he thought I was a
Maybe if,
yeah.
for example, around here, it's made great strides for the, it's been a very long time since we've had any type of a shelter up here. And I think for people who are homeless, being able to see that progress firsthand might make it,
I just
more
wanted,
likely for them to maybe do
Yeah.
something like that, but
I just wanted to say some of the
Yeah.
motel owners do the drugs that the community is bringing in. So most of the motel owners are doing some type of hard drug that's coming in through some of the homeless. And they do torture us for fun. It's like a lot of money. It makes them go crazy. And they'll just run around doing whatever they want, mad with power, at the homeless people's expense, saying like, if you don't do this, you will freeze to death. And I'm sure that goes to as many levels as you can think of. I could have done it. I could have fixed the homeless crisis with $400 million. It's not that hard. But it's not like we're the problem. It's not all of us either. I didn't ask you guys, but I ask usually community action programs, how many of the homeless would you not want to be around children? And they usually say like 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 are too violent, too addicted, too demonic or suffering. They're going through so much, I wouldn't want to put a child in their area. The other 7 are fine.
Alana used to babysit my kid.
Yeah.
Like, she was my babysitter all summer after school, for what, a year and a half? Yeah.
Almost 2 years.
She was like a huge help to me, and
Therein lies another issue, is a lot of our shelters aren't geared towards families. And it's understandable in ways, but it sucks. And, go at them all, but, I mean, I've seen a lot of improvements, again, just in, I really have, that have made me happy and more hopeful, than in the past.
Yeah, and for the last 2 years, you guys have done a lot for the homeless community. If it weren't for you guys, there probably would be a lot of us that are either dead or in jail or returning to drugs. And it's hard.
Anybody else have questions?
I know it's not easy.
I appreciate it.
And share your experiences, your thoughts, your feelings, in a very vulnerable state with a group of people that you probably don't know or haven't ever seen before, aside from the 2 up there with you. So we really appreciate that. I think the message you sent today will carry and go a long way. So I can't say it enough. Thank you guys both, and I guess best of luck as you sort of navigate this complex system.
Yeah, hi Chris. Okay.
But it'll cost.
Anybody else who wants to stick around, because I realize you guys may not know who I am.
I see you at events, sporting events around town.
So Amy and I went,
And just to, I think, end on one other high, NECA's warming shelter will be open at, is it
371 Main Street.
371 Main Street. So, if you do know of someone who is even sleeping in their car, precariously housed in an abandoned space, highly recommend that they go there, at least for these really cold nights.
8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And Chris mentioned it's a daytime solution as well.
Yes, Pam, you had the details on that, but the municipal building.
Yes, it's going to be downstairs in the municipal buildings, normally used by the senior center. And city council and the police and the mayor, they were all talking about having a day space. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So that 24 hours.
Awesome, that's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
We greatly appreciate it.
Thanks.
This is for you. And, anything else, Chris, if you want to?
With who? Dispatch?
This way, yeah.
Propaganda machine. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Can you stick around for a minute, or you want to
Sure.
wait?
Sure.
Well, don't put all the chairs up.
I didn't even get to make it around in the coffee times. Is this open?
Yes, I can do that again. All right, I'm already.
Okay, when you said a couple times, now I know you when you first.
Time to stand, speak. Time to stand, speak.
We'll catch you on the flip side.
Yeah.
Good too.
Ian.
Yeah?
Yep.
So this is correct.
CASCY will be all right, Ian.
Okay, all right, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
And Chris,
Yep.
I'd like to chat with you first, if you guys would stick around for a moment. Who's ever willing to chat? Okay, so Chris, what is your name?
My name's Chris Mitchell,
And how you spell that?
CHRISMITCHELL.
And what is your title?
I'm the Agency of Human Services Field Director for Newport and St. Johnsbury.
Gotcha. So, did you organize?
Advocate for awareness.
And you said you wanted to do something, or?
Yeah, in past years, we've done flag displays in front of NECA locations, both in Newport and St. Johnsbury, where we would have one color flag represent a unhoused adult, another color flag represent an unhoused child.
Okay. But you did something a little bit different this year. Why?
Yeah, this year we wanted to get community members active and come out in full force and really do something that people could actively participate in. And yeah.
Okay. And are you happy with the turnout? I mean, I know you had 4 individuals who are homeless, or what's the best way to describe the folks who were walking with you and the folks who were up at the front of the room?
We had a mixture of folks that work at health and human services agencies. We had state of Vermont employees, and we had community members and folks with lived experience.
Okay. Are you happy with the turnout? Is it better than what you expected? What you expected, or did you expect anything?
I was happy that I wasn't out there walking alone. We didn't really have high expectations. I think we were hoping for at least 10, and we doubled that today. I think we had 20 or 25 folks, so very pleased with the turnout.
Okay. Anything else?
No, if you're interested in joining the local housing coalition, please feel free to reach out to me, chris.mitchell@vermont.gov,
Okay.
or Casey Winterson at NECA.
Okay. Are you working? I probably won't get this right in the maybe tonight, but are you reachable tomorrow? Are you working tomorrow?
Yep.
Do you have a card on you by any chance?
When you walk out downstairs, we'll stop by my office and get your card.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Nope.
Sir, is there anything that you like? Could I think they gave me your name.
Casey O'Brien.
Casey O'Brien.
Yes, I just.
I'll go grab a card for you then.
Okay, perfect, great. Why did you want to be part of this today? And do you consider yourself what do you consider yourself? I don't want to be rude. So what do you consider yourself? Homeless or?
I just don't give it a title.
Okay. So
But
you're one of the participants of today's activity.
sure, yeah. I guess homeless is the word,
So
but not because I don't have a home, because I never had one, you know.
since
You know.
since you were about what, teenager?
Yeah, 13.
Okay.
But I mean, I lost my family at 9, but I was without a home at 13, like
Okay.
without a place to stay at night at 13.
I gotcha. So what, may I ask how old you are now? You don't have to answer.
I'm 26.
26?
I definitely had a brain injury at 2019, and I lost like 5 years. So I don't hold myself to the standard as my peers, but I am 26.
Okay,
I'm just now getting to be functioning enough to try to be 20, so
gotcha. So why did you come out here today? Why was this so important to you?
I came to Newport after I got a car. When I got here, I found out there was a lot of homeless people in the area, and it's going to be the coldest in this place, so it was kind of the perfect place to wind up if if I have this desire to help homeless people,
Okay.
because this was going to be the coldest in the state. So I figured I might as well stick around until that's over. And then I also, when I got to Newport, this was the only group on Facebook where I ever saw a post that was pro helping homeless and that treating them like less than a target, like a punching bag.
That was what, Newport Rocks, or what was,
I think
what was the group?
Guy's name was Mike Eaton. I don't know. He was just saying that his grandfather used to have this thing where he would put a bag of gloves and stuff for homeless people and would hand them out. And I was like, that's actually the first time I've ever seen a homeless post that wasn't trying to kill him or get them to force them violently into working for no reason, pretty much.
Gotcha, okay, and how long have you been in Newport?
I've only spent like a total of 2 weeks over the past 3 years.
Okay.
I just came in to check. I come in to check in, and I like to adventure and see it. I'm looking for a forever home. I didn't make that point before, but the reason I was traveling was because I was trying to find a place that I would buy land and get a job, and the communities would just kick me down the road
Right.
everywhere I went. So Newport was one of those ones. Like the first night, someone took a power tool and cut my car up on the side at Walmart, but also you got that glowing cross on that big hillside with the solar panel and a tiny home and a
Yep.
thing up there. So I'm like, that I haven't met them yet, but that's where I originally, when I had a car in 2023, would hide to try to get out of the survival mode, to just sit there and finally think.
Oh,
And-
over
yeah.
by the radio tower.
Yeah, I'd go hide over there for,
Okay,
for a
when you
little.
say cross, I wasn't sure if you're talking
Yeah.
about the church on the hill. Because I think they got a big cross up there too.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. I'm talking about the one on Glen Road.
You mean Ferris Point? Glen Road goes over towards the prison.
Yeah, Glen Road, before you get to the prison, there's this big hillside, and then if you go
Oh.
up, they have like music shows and stuff. I mean, not to like tell everyone the location,
Okay,
I
that's okay.
air out their business, but the church has a property up there,
Gotcha.
and
Yep, gotcha, okay.
yeah.
Yep, gotcha, okay. Okay,
But basically, I was just here. Yeah,
I just want to shake your hand and say thank you for coming to speak, and
yeah.
I appreciate all that you're doing to help others and the awareness that you brought to my heart today. Thank you.
No problem.
God bless you.
We're Irish.
Take care.
oh, thanks. Is there anything
I don't
else
know.
you'd like to say, or anything else?
There's nothing wrong with not wanting to pay rent, and it's actually a much better, more enjoyable experience to have that focus than it does sacrificing every day of your life in the suffering loop for money. When you get out and free yourself from responsibilities and find the woods, you shed off everything that you have been dealing with for the past however many years of your life, all this societal conditioning. When you get that, you can tell when the birds are hungry, you can tell when the trees need water, you can tell the amount of sunlight, and you just have so much more. So every day of your life is such a vivid experience compared to the getting up in wage slavery, settling into your addictions, and just this endless cycle that you're living in. The cycle that we're living in sucks, but it mainly sucks because you guys are making it suck. We're escaping from the traumas that your communities did to us, and then you're punishing us because we're so traumatized we can't work. It's not that we don't want to work. We love working. We want to build something greater. We have all these great ideas. We don't have the means to implement them because mainly they don't really let us.
Yeah.
So it's like the new world is kind of growing from the old, and eventually, in 4 years, there will be robots that Trump posted on Twitter that is going to take every single job in 4 years. What's that going to be like? I'm trying to see Hawaii and Ireland before that happens.
Right,
So, in 4 years, all the people, because I'm, how they say crows remember every single face? We remember every single person that did something to us. The more, all these people that treated us like dirt, when the hurricane comes through and then they lose their property and then they're out here with us, it's not going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of old white ladies being tied to trees while we have campfires around them, and they're like, everything they did to us. So that class divide was just to keep you working. There's nothing wrong with homelessness. They're more respectful usually. They've been through so much more. That big divide between the humanity of having a job versus not was just made to keep you working at the job. As soon as you leave the job, it's terrifying, but you realize that you were held back from yourself the whole time. And the only reason that we're feral animals is because that's how you've corralled us into dangerous areas where we've had to fight for our life, when all we wanted to do was usually pursue something creative. So that's really my message, is just get over it and come hang out with us sometimes, and maybe you'll like what we're doing better than what you're doing.
Great. Anything else, sir?
No.
Okay, hey, thank you so much for sharing this story.
I'd love to see you put that on the news, man. But, yeah,
Thanks again for coming by.
no problem, man.
I know we haven't met before, but.
It's all right. We're all Irish, you know that? Trespassing was invented for the Irish. True story. Because you have green eyes, so I assume you're Irish.
That's
where it came-
I don't know about my heritage that much.
That's where it came from. Green eyes came from the Emerald Isle. Irish natives and freed slaves would run away and go build their own towns. So the government invented trespassing and homelessness. That's where the reason that we're suffering now is because Irish natives and freed slaves were having jukes at the bayou. The only reason it's illegal for me to not sleep over there is because Irish natives and blacks were having too much fun back in the day, literally. But do you know anywhere I could get gas, like gas money? Because I spent it all on that tow. I came here to replace my wheel bearing, and then I got towed.
Boy, I don't.
Yeah.
I know that we had given money to NECA for gas cards, but I think they went quick.
Could I trade, Mr. Dispatch? Could I trade you a $25 Shaw's card for $25?
I don't have 25.
You don't have
I'm
25?
overdrawn on my account.
Yep.
So next,
I feel you.
when I get paid next week, I'm $300 overdrawn.
I feel you. Every time I've gone to that Shaw's, they call the cops when I would try to sell it for gas money. I already went to McDonald's. They said they're not going to do a temporary thing. So I have enough to get home, but I don't have enough to save the homeless people that are here and
Yeah.
bring them to the Joshua House.
Well, if you have homeless folks that need to get there,
I was hoping you guys would know them. I don't know where they're at.
I
They're-
would guess that if they're not already connected with NECA, there's another gentleman, I'm blanking on his name, that was involved in the planning for the Joshua House stuff.
Tim Daly?
Not Tim, can't remember his name. Heavy set man with an oxygen tank.
Oh, yep, kind of.
I keep wanting to say James or George or, but anyway, he is well connected with
Yeah.
some homeless folks, and he brought them actually to our meetings that were planning the
Okay.
shelter. So, but I was gonna say, if you know of people or see people and they're trying to get there,
I just know Javar behind the Dollar General. He's the guy with the dreadlocks, dark skin,
If
hangs out at
he-
Dollar General.
is trying to get a ride,
I don't think he even knows it exists.
he can.
He's trying to get a ride to Keene because he does gold panning. He's good at it.
Okay.
He's got like a little pouch with like thousands of dollars in there.
Is that the African American fella?
Sure, he might be Native American.
No, they.
I don't know.
No. But
yeah.
there's an African American fella who's
Yeah,
every night he's at McDonald's.
He's dark skinned with dreads at the McDonald's. That's Javar. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think he wants to go into the Joshua House, but he
I don't
wants to
think
ride
so.
to Keene. I've offered it, but he wants to wait till April because it's cold.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Because my mother and I bought him a sandwich the other night because we wanted to make sure he had a meal, but um, that's.
He got a sandwich from me too.
Oh, did he?
How was it? Last night or the night before?
The night before.
I bought him a sandwich the night before too.
Oh, did you?
We both bought him a sandwich that night, man. That guy's eating well.
Either you get everything or you get nothing, right?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. It was a good night for him. I bet it changed a lot of how he felt about the community. Because that day, actually, he saw actual racism. Like it's not like like drama, and he's like that person's being racist. It was like actual like. I didn't get to mention it, but one time I used to travel with this Navajo East LA Mexican gangbanger that had a bunch of tattoos, and everywhere we went. I mean, the first time I met him, somebody cocked a gun in his face and said, "If you don't leave town by sundown, we're gonna kill you." And that guy didn't do any drugs. He didn't commit any crimes. He left that. That was his life. He got those tattoos when he was 11. Now he just wants to take care of his 2 dogs and travel on disability because he's probably diagnosed schizophrenic. I think he's Native. The stuff that he sees is just like you can Google and find that Native tribes have been talking about everything he said. They've been talking about for generations. It's just something. I don't know. But every town that we went to, that guy either gets his life in danger or gets run out. Prejudice is real. there's not enough of them around of color, that we get a lot of it. Like, it's just kind of, people are just looking for anything at this point. So they kind of just group us together. But, yes, I guess somebody had like trespassed him from somewhere and they've been kicking him down the road that day because he's dark skinned. So it's cool that both of us hung out with him and got him some food.
Yeah.
I don't know about, it sucks that they can't use that van. Are you I forgot what your position is.
I work for the state.
Okay.
But RCT Rides is a ride share
Yeah.
that folks can request on demand. I think there's a delay sometimes and sometimes it's in use, but I've heard good things about it, at least during business hours. It doesn't, at 8 p.m. at night, it's not gonna help.
It's something you could call and then they can pick you up and drop you off at Joshua House if you need it.
Yeah,
So-
or an app. They have an
Leave an
app
app too. Okay.
Yeah, which is kind of neat.
So you don't need me. I was like, I have to be here because people will need me to drive them to the Joshua House.
Who may be? And yeah, I don't know.
I didn't find anybody. They told me there were so many people here, and then I looked around and I saw like 5 or 6 of them, but they're spread out between a bunch of different towns, and I don't have the gas now, so I had to pass by him and be like, I remember when I was in that situation, literally like 4 months ago, and the people pass, and I know the same face now, because I'm making the face like, hey man, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Now I know what that was when people would like look at me weird. It's like it's because we're trying to, but we don't have the money.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
How about if you're involved with the state, is there any program that could help me with a carpenter to get this 4x8 tent on a platform that has hinges in the middle so you folds up and it folds together like Legos, like the Lego skateboards. It's got wheels that you take off and put on the side. It's got a trash can that you can put in the back if you need a needle box and a safe. So that what happened with that woman's portable power station, that's literally, I thought about it, you put it in the safe and you lock it and give 1 key to CAP, the homeless program, you keep 1 key. 2 broom handles, and then if you want to add a roof, you can add a roof, insulation board, extension cord plug-in, solar panels, and then when they come to trespass you, instead of what she said, which is remove the tent stakes and slash everything up and take all of her stuff, they go, hey, sorry, the property owner's having a hissy fit. Property maintenance guy, even though he doesn't even live there, he's mad that you're all the way over there. Yeah. So you're like, okay, but instead of leaving all your stuff and losing everything you worked hard for, you just pick it up and you walk until the property line on Parcel Viewer. You get down and you're like, try me now. And then you just keep going that way instead of having food stamps going to Walmart and then trash all over the place. Yeah. Especially when they treat us like crap. We love taking craps on the sidewalk and leaving the trash everywhere. When they treat us like dirt, we're like, we don't want to clean up our mess, even though most of us hate it because we know the birds don't like it. Sure. But that eliminates having this trash bag in the back with the trash can, and then you just pick up a couple trash bags once a week from NECA. You have the trash can right there. That eliminates the whole thing. And recycling, so it allows people to organize their bottles and cans so that they can systematically pick up trash and put it in the can so that they can return it for money. Sure. So not only are they like a walking thing, they're also a walking recycling composter, maybe, I don't know the right word, just picking up litter. I'm also thinking if we could get that wagon, and I just don't know anyone that will help me do it. If we can get that wagon, then we just open up a bunch of little per diem jobs, like, I don't know if per diem's the right word, but like getting a homeless guy coming in to shovel, and he shovels, give him like $2, or maybe even just $5 an hour, yeah. or just like a certain amount of money per area. Then they do the area, and then every day someone can come in and it's just, you draw straws for who gets this, and they'll do it. And then you take the spike to pick up trash, and you go to all the different campsites. Then you have trail networks. Then we build horse trails for the people to get these horses out of their pens, and everyone can start being more nomadic. Then we get just e-bike programs to DoorDash. And then as long as you have a handful of 10 or 15 plots of land that nobody's using, and then you find 10 to 15 at a time that need to sit for 3 months, and then you permanently made a change in their entire life because that 3 months stays in their subconscious for the rest of their life. So my 10 years of suffering and struggling, that 3 months that I went through, now everything I've been through after that, I have those little 3 months to sit with in here. So when I'm trying to escape, I have the feeling. I didn't know that feeling until I had it. So if we can give people that feeling for a little bit, I'm thinking give them skills like caring for chickens, carpenter's apprentice helper, once they've peeled off the bad and they've developed a better set of daily habits over 3 months in the woods, working with your hands, giving them skills. And then we have homesteads across the globe right now that on Facebook, homesteads looking for helpers that are offering sometimes pay, definitely food, definitely a place to stay. And we just don't have the network. So then you could get them from there through the woods to the homestead program to a homestead. Then they have a car, and then they can have the skills. Then they can go everywhere, and they make everything better everywhere they go.
Yeah, I don't like fundamentally disagree with
Yeah.
that philosophy. I think that with any kind of grants and funding, they want research and stats to back it up. And while I think anecdotally what you're describing is probably helpful for a lot of people, I don't think that's what, those anecdotes aren't powerful enough for the almighty payers, right, that give the money to do these other programs. So I think there are kind of like the gym you described in Boston. I almost recall seeing a TED Talk about a similar program with like rock climbing and adventure related sports and addiction work. It just takes a nonprofit and someone to lean in with some money to try those things and prove that they work. But
I was just, if I could get the wagon and show Burlington changing all those tent campsites to a group of 15 wagons, and then I don't need I would like to go into because Phil Scott called, one time he heard me singing round dance music and had me trespassed from a college, and they showed me, Phil Scott said, why, to the group chat, a video of me just practicing bird calls, and they said, why is this engine squawking on our property? And I got trespassed, tried to escape a tornado in 2024 in a shed. That shed on a field far away was owned by the college. I got arrested as soon as like in the eye of the storm, in the middle of the hurricane, they arrested me and put me in jail. Either way, sanctuary I would just do out of pocket, just help me get land, and then I'll bring in 1 or 2 at a time, document it, throw it on YouTube. It would blow up on Facebook really easily. Yeah. And then I'd have the GoFundMe set. I just would rather have it be the state that did this to me would be the one to fix it in my life. But yeah, I guess that's why they say to go through the faith community. Like the church already has land up there.
yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, there's pros, and that's why I think Joshua House is doing their thing on a volunteer basis. There's no strings attached to the money that they have earned, and it's free for all. So I do have to get split to the meeting, but again, I appreciate you guys coming and.
Hey, nice meeting you again. Thanks.
no problem.
And Chris, I really appreciate you coming.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, bringing some more awareness to this.
It does. And if I have a question, you're
Yeah, you should. I don't know if I'll be working from home, so if I don't get the answer, tell about Jay.
okay.
Send me a text.
Okay.
Because I always get the text or something. You probably know that, right? So-
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I freelance now. I was at the paper for 33 years.
I know the name is really familiar. I see you bouncing around here and there. So.
Well, a year ago, September, I left because I was offered the same position at the at the Ethan Allen firing range.
Yeah.
But then my position got cut during Trump's cut, so of course the paper replaced me. They had to.
Right.
They needed someone to fill the position. So now we just feel it. Of course, I went out of employment, so.
Yeah.
The kids are 22.
I'm gonna get the berry flavored rock stars, man, with the Shaw's card.
What's that?
There's this flavor of Rockstar you can get at Shaw's, which is way more expensive than you can get at the dollar store. It's like $2 extra.
Oh, really?
But with this $25 card, I'm gonna have a good night.
Well, you're in this, so.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Hey, thank you.
Can I ask you one more thing, Chris? Is it Chris, right?
Yeah.
How come we can't all get together and just end homelessness as a group, where it's just hundreds of us, and we bring in every single point, every single solution, every single problem, and you just literally get a Discord group. We get together on Discord, and we talk about this is the problem, this is the solution. We have I could do a 3D map if they would let me get a computer. If I could finally get one instead of this rat race over and over again trying to do bare minimum. I'm just barely it's floating here, so I can't get a computer in a Tony Stark room where I have this huge network of every single person and build an underground railroad to destroy traumas and get them back into functioning and then get them on a horse. Because really, also, animals is the cure. I didn't get to mention that, but unconditional love. That's all. Animals have unconditional love. That's what I was trying to get across. The more you can get us around animals, the more we'll be able to feel good enough and not threatened by the, would you say, rape culture, dominance hierarchies, keeping us lower than other people. So everywhere we go, they look down on us and they get off on it, treating us, you know, putting us in that position and kind of holding the carrot on the stick above us. The more animals we're around, the more the habit changes. So, I don't know. I'm hoping you're going to be the guy that extend. Am I making a difference here, or am I just kind of talking to nothing? Does this stuff matter?
Yeah. I
Just
think
telling
it's
you this
important.
stuff matter, or should I say, is there somebody better I should talk to about this stuff?
I think, the more you can spread the word and your experience and your thoughts, like, I think that's something that has, in the past, I don't know, decade or so, that this industry, health and human services, has gained appreciation for, is hearing from the people that are going through the experience or who have gone through the experience. So, talk to Gina and Amy if you don't want to come to the local housing coalition meetings. I wouldn't blame you. But if you do have things you want to share and pop in, I know the way you describe yourself as you're traveling, you're not sure where you're going to be. But you're more than welcome to come, and I think we'd appreciate hearing from you. So.
Do you have a way to write it down? I got your Chris Mitchell, right?
Yeah.
I have your card. Could you write down the meeting?
Yes. Pen.
I do have your cell.
Yeah.
I can
Feel
just
free
text
to
you.
reach out to me, and I'll give you the info.
All right. Thank you, man. I shook his hand. Meow. 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 Alright, check in with Gina. Let's see if they're still there. Because I can't afford to come back, man. Where you going, lady? It's you? Alright. Don't hit me. Don't shoot me. Every time the car comes up slowly, I get paranoid. I think someone's gonna shoot me. For some reason. I don't know, how was that talk? Did you guys get any of it? Yo.
How are you?
I'm alright. How you doing?
Not bad. Still decompressing after that. I got social anxiety, so talking in front of crowds is hard.
Yeah. Think they cared?
I do. I think some of them cared.
Yeah.
I don't know if all of them did, but I'm hoping it'll make an impact.
I gave the shit.
How'd it go? Talking to Chris after we left.
You were awesome.
I told the news everything I'd want to tell to the people in the comment sections that are going to talk about it. So I don't think he'll air any of it.
He told you it was Newport Dispatch though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was. I figured it's like a guy that isn't in the news.
He used to work for Newport Daily, but now he just works kind of as a freelance.
All right. Do you have toothbrush and toothpaste actually? I saw that.
Do you
too.
want some too?
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but my teeth are fucking yellow from a year of
You want
cigarettes.
off white then?
Yeah, I want something to get this off my
I
teeth.
got
man.
toothbrush. That. I got some deodorant.
I don't need deodorant.
Okay. It's native. It's not
I'll
like the
take it.
aluminum
If
kind.
it's native, I'll take it, man. And then this one.
And then I got some tuna packets.
Got any chicken packets? I don't have the
No,
thing.
no-
Someone
no
stole my
chicken.
toaster oven, man.
Oh.
I don't got it. How
Okay, no,
about-
I don't. But I got a can opener.
I'll take a can.
Okay.
Some of
And
this.
you left your cup in bowl the other day.
I didn't know that was for me.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So yay or nay or the tuna?
Nay.
Okay.
I don't know when I'm coming back. I don't have enough, right now I have just enough to get back, and then I'm gonna have to wait 2 days.
Okay.
And you have, for sure, you don't need my car to pick up homeless people and take them to Joshua House.
Yeah, no, we can't. Joshua House isn't open yet.
Okay, or to the warming shelter.
To the warming shelter, that one's on Main Street. Most of the people know how to get there and can get a ride.
I didn't know you had a bus that you can,
Yeah,
there's
we
an
don't
app.
have that.
No,
Unfortunately.
RACT. Oh,
Yeah, we
there's
do
just
have
an app,
RACT.
right? You can just do it
Yeah.
on the app, right?
App, call them,
So,
that kind of thing.
so you don't need me, man.
Well, we need you,
Yeah.
but we'll figure out a plan. And I'm glad that you told your story.
I didn't get to say a lot of it. I wanted to say that animals and unconditional love are the thing that we're lacking.
Right.
The best thing that you could do for us is put us on a piece of land with animals.
Yeah.
And
I definitely think though, you opened a lot of people's eyes to things they didn't even know of.
I don't even remember what I said, man. It was just, I've been
Well,
awake.
I think the safety and dignity part, I think that really
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
at least Renee.
Yeah, I think that hit me hard too.
Mhm.
I didn't. I think I worded it better than I thought I did about how we lost something we can't find. That's true.
I'm gonna use the restroom before we go.
Okay.
All right.
You have enough blankets?
Yeah, I'm looking for a suitcase and a backpack.
Okay.
You got?
That's what you're looking for?
Yeah, because I have clothes.
Yep.
I'm trying to get my organization in the car better.
I can put an SOS on Facebook,
Okay.
and I'll keep one here for when I see you, whenever.
Also, I think Javard's. That's like the only thing said he needs,
The suitcase.
so that he can take all of it. I guess he's got like 3 years worth of stuff, and he's got some sentimental stuff, and he's got a business. He's doing the rocks.
Okay.
So he seemed decent to me.
He is nice.
He had
He's very quiet.
he had a really bad night with racist people, like actually,
Yeah.
not like someone does something. It was like an actual. I saw him.
Yeah.
Like random strangers just like staring him down. And I'm like, this is one of the nicest homeless guys I've ever met.
I know, he is
Um,
wicked kind.
So I might, if I can get money, I'll get him a rock tumbler.
That'd
and
be
then
cool.
in his suitcase with the backpack, he can mosey on. But, thank you.
Lloyd?
Jose, you're fine, you're not in my way, don't worry.
Alright.
I'm used to working around people.
You volunteer or you work here?
Yeah, I volunteered there. So I originally started as community service, and then after my community service was done, I actually enjoyed helping people, so I continued volunteering.
And you've got like a little town going. You got a village out there.
Yeah, me and my fiance stay in one cabin that my dad and mom built last year, and then they built a new one this year for them to stay in. So we got 2 cabins that are built up there. We let people come and stay in their tents. I'll even let people come and stay in my cabin if they need it. And we've got 2 extra beds that are in there, so I try to help out anybody that could use it. I don't like watching anybody
Yeah.
suffer.
I don't know. I tried to, even though I have been out here for 12 years, and since I was like in 8th grade, I didn't, I've been let into trap houses. I've hung out with them. I've definitely like
I've
had,
been there.
yeah, I've had people overdose next to me, but I didn't live with them. So I don't know if I wanted to get a piece of land and build a small community.
No, those weren't mine. Oh. Sorry.
That's what I don't know I don't know how to deal with people that have the severe addiction and are violent.
Yeah.
Like my answer to homelessness is for people that are not like that. And I know it's only 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
I need someone that that knows about that stuff.
Yeah. I originally, when I first became homeless, it was because of an addiction that I had. But the last year, I've been clean and getting back up on my feet, and it's hard. It's really hard to get away from that if you don't have the proper support, or people that just don't care, or they act like they care and then they really don't. Like I was saying, it's hard.
They're people that don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't even know that they don't care.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Yes.
I gotta get home to a kid.
Alright.
I'm just gonna wave at him.
you have anything to drink? Like,
We might in the second cooler. Yep, in that one. All those sodas that we had. I don't know. They were right here.
it's prebiotics.
They're really good. There's a little thing of hood milk up there. If you do
I just
milk.
don't want milk. Can I take these two and these? Because
Yeah.
I won't be back for a while. All right.
And take what you need and what will help.
Okay, I'm usually in Randolph. I just
Yeah.
came up here because I had gas and I wanted to show everyone my car. Finally got one. Can I help you with anything?
I'm actually all set. Amy
Alright.
and Gina have done a lot to help me.
All right. And you don't need land,
No.
but there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Crispy?
Yeah, thank you.
Got it?
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Catch you later.
Casey goes psycho on a bunch of people that care. And then rides off into the sunset with his native deodorant. I don't need to see Javar or anything, because I was going to take him here to get a suitcase. He doesn't need the suitcase, man. He probably does need someone to talk to. But I'm just as scared to talk to the people as they are to talk to me, man. I don't want to sit down with that guy and talk about stuff. I do better when I'm on a mission. I'm not good at talking anymore. I'm good at getting high on energy drinks and then going on a rampage. Why does my voice a lot higher pitch suddenly? It's like they took it. It's like my deep voice went away when I started feeling all the sadness in the room. And the Irish woman with the green eyes was very nice, and all I could say was we're Irish, because I didn't even look her in the eyes, man. I was really I looked a few times, and she just kept staring at me, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what this is. Now I'm trapping Amy. All right. Okay. And I don't remember. Okay. We're not going to Walmart. We're going back. And I don't want to go back. But back for me at least, you know, neck back, pussy and crack, cocaine. No, what I meant to say is that FedEx called me and they're interested in taking me on to drive for $22 an hour, man. And I'm like, I'm at least gonna fill out the thing and get to the pay part, and then it just depends. If they want me to do FedEx 5 days a week and it's not in a rural area and I'm only making $22 an hour, if I can do Vital Delivery Solutions and work for $21 an hour and have that rural route where I'm by myself, that would be much better. What happened to the wheel bearing? It's still bad, but I'm just going to drive it another 150 miles south. It's a 3-hour drive. And it kind of wobbles. He wouldn't even look at it without any money up front. And I said, well, you just took $180 from me. And he was like, oh, we're not those guys. Even though, yeah, they are those guys. They're fucking cousins. He said, we at Ray's Auto acquired it from Ray's Towing. No, you didn't. you bought it from your fucking cousin. You hang out on the weekends, man. You can get me my fucking $100 back. You took $180 from me for using a winch to bring it a foot. Motherfucker. Amy's like, why is he driving so crazy? You'll never see me again. I'm riding off literally into the sunset as we speak. The last thing Amy will see of me is me riding off into the sunset. We're going south on 5, man. You have a stop sign, bitch. Try me, motherfucker. Okay. Hello, crazy woman. I'm a crazy man. Okay. Let's get out of here. Testosterone. South on 5. You better not be following me, Amy. I got places to be, Amy. Yeah, the wheel bearing's kind of doing fine, I guess. Usually you hear it, so sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Like usually there's this loud, but right now it's all right. Where is the love? Yo, Lil Wayne spazzed on that, I'm on a new level. New school, new level, new school, new pedals. New bike, new pedals. Or whatever. Kill Jay-Z. I mean, he shot his own brother. How do we know that we can trust Jay-Z? Fuck Jay-Z. You got people you love, you sold drugs to. You got high on life, that shit drugged you. Fuck Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z. Jay-Z's actually a really good rapper, man. I'm thinking that peak rap was probably 2018. Like, rap died when J. Cole started doing verses instead of songs. That last run of verses where Jake, also here's the view. That last run of verses when J. Cole started doing verses instead of songs while he was doing, after KOD, because KOD sucked. After KOD, rap died, man. Because we hit the new world where everything blended together and everything this eruption of chaos and destruction of the old way, and then this constant reharmonizing to a theme of a greater narrative every year. Like now 2026, so much different. Also, fuck you guys. Just to say it really quick, I said that this year was gonna be red and green. It was gonna be Capricorn, Aries vibes, and what did I find? But this entire year, Saturn will be in Aries. I knew it. The discipline of the crown chakra. All right, goodbye. I have to go on maps.